Hey, this is Gabriel on behalf of BestGuitarEffects.com. Today I'm going to show you the Decibel 11 Hot Stone Deluxe power supply and the Decibel 11 pedal palette, effects router, pedal switcher, mixer. This thing does it all. First of all, the Hot Stone Deluxe, really convenient power supply. It has the same footprint as the former industry standard power supply, only it can power up to 10 pedals instead of just 8. So that's really convenient, and it has plenty of outputs ranging from 9 to 12 volts, 100 milliamps up to 400 milliamps. It has 2 sag outputs. You can even combine outputs to power pedals that need up to 18 or 24 volts. Really convenient, and it's powering everything you see here, including the pedal palette. And I even have one extra output left over that I'm not even using right now. Now the pedal palette is really cool if you have a lot of pedals, a very large pedal board, and you want to be able to route pedals efficiently, or even if you want to activate more than one pedal with just one foot switch. That's really convenient also. And if you have a very large pedal board, like right now, I'm building a custom triple pedal board. It's going to be pretty ridiculous, filled with pedals for all the live shows I'm doing in Los Angeles. And having products like this, very useful. You need something to power all your pedals on large boards, and of course being able to route all these pedals accordingly, and even just to experiment with rerouting the positions of these pedals and rerouting the order to see what kind of cool sounds I could come up with. So you could really use this to do a lot of very interesting things. We have the 4 outputs here set to all the different pedals, and I'm going to show you what's going on here. The first output, the first loop, is set to this wah. The second is set to these 4 distortion pedals. These are all fuzz pedals, so we have all of those routed to the second switch. The third switch has these 2 modulation effects here. We have chorus and flange set up over here. And then the last foot switch here has the Echo Dream 2 delay. So pretty cool stuff, and it's all in kind of a standard order. We go wah, distortion, modulation, delay, which is standard in most cases, but you can get some pretty interesting results by switching the order. So we're going to find out what we can do now. I'm going to start with the wah and distortion loops, and let's hear how that sounds. Let's turn on the Fuzz Factory. Let's hear the wah. If you reroute the order, you get a really heavily filtered effect. That sounds pretty interesting. Let's do the same thing with the big muff. Pretty cool, I like that. Let's hear how the wah sounds going into a delay. Or, whoops, the delays at the end. Now let's reroute the order of the wah and the delay. Okay, let's hear some distortion and delay. Pretty cool, interesting. And let's hear the delay with the modulation. So here's how it sounds standard. Let's have just the chorus and delay. Now I actually have the modulation running, that was running in parallel. Let's hear it in series, which means you're going to hear a fully wet modulation signal. Parallel, I have the level rolled back, so you hear more of the dry signal coming through. Let's hear it all wet again. let's switch the order of the modulation and the delay. Let's hear some flange, and let's hear that before the delay. Let's put some distortion in there too, so you can really bring out the flange. But the flange is pretty overpowering, so let's put the flange in parallel mode, cut that back just a little bit. Pretty cool stuff. You can do a lot with this. Pretty neat. Let's see, like, you can really do some interesting stuff. Just turn on all your distortion pedals at once. I mean, that's a pretty ridiculous thing to do, but if you want to go crazy, why not? And then off with one switch. Pretty cool. You can get some really wild sounds with this whole arrangement here. Let's hear how the distortion and delay sounds. And then the wah, and we're going to totally mix up some things and just really start messing with the routing of these different effects and hear how it sounds. So here goes. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, you can do a lot with this. Very interesting. I mean, the possibilities are limited only by your imagination, so you can just start hooking up pedals and just to be able to experiment in real time without having to just unplug everything and just, you know, throw a few things in the chain and just start experimenting. And like I have here, all these different distortions, to be able to use those together with some other pedals and just, you know, switch between them, switch the order really quickly, just to kind of hear how different things sound. You can get a lot of really cool effects with this, and the possibilities for live performance quite endless, and you'll be able to achieve some things with the pedal palette that you would not be able to do otherwise. So definitely check it out, the Decibel 11 Hot Stone Deluxe Power Supply and Decibel 11 Pedal Palette.